This week I want to share with you some of November's projects that I've been working on. This is a watercolor that's been in process for a while, some hand lettering on a pen and ink drawing for a possible Christmas card in the future, and I'm putting together a smaller portable watercolor palette so that I can get out and do some sketching.
I approach hand lettering as drawing or illustrating with letters. Each letter is a piece of art, and then you combine them into a unique composition. I wanted to do something with the fox drawing from that previous video, and I'll link that above. So I took a cue from the drawing, from the vines and the wood, and I made up pretty much my own letters here, and I want to add that to the drawing. I'm using 2 micron pens for this application. I have a 0.45 and then I have a really fine 0.005. To create some interest with this style of drawing, what I'm going to do is I'm going to vary the line weight, so the outside of the letter is going to be much thicker than the inside. I'll use that very thin 0.005 on the inside, and I will enhance the line weight on the outside of the letters. I did look using the calligraphy inks. I looked at that copper ink and thought maybe I would do something with the crow quill pen and the copper ink. So at this point, I'm not really sure this is the final design, but it gives me a starting point. Now, normally my husband does this. He'll work in Photoshop and he'll scan it in for me, but I have Affinity now. So I really wanted to learn to get better and more proficient at this, so let's see what I can do. This is the watercolor that I was working on this month, and this is the photograph that the watercolor came from. I loved that photo, and I loved the color of the pumpkins, but I wanted more of a storyline. I wanted the painting to have more of a story to it. So what I came up with was I've got the cat, and I've got the birds. I think it's a flock of house sparrows, and you know how cats they're just drawn to anything that moves, movement. So I've kind of left it as an open-ended story. You don't really know, does the cat catch one of the birds? Do the birds all fly away? Does the cat just stay there and watch from the back of the pumpkins? I really just wanted something a little more than just a painting of pumpkins. Once a week, I pack up everything and I go down to a drawing group, and it's lovely. And I always bring my large metal watercolor palette. But I was thinking, if I ever really want to go out and do some sketching or go outside and do plein air, I might need something a little smaller.
This is my metal watercolor palette, and I've had this for years. It has 24 wells, and they're good and deep, and I really like them. You're not smushing your brush in there trying to get the paint out. It has plenty of mixing area, and it's portable. It's really not that heavy. I love the fact that it has so much room on it. It really isn't that big. You can carry it around. I take it with me all the time when I go down to drawing group. But I do want something smaller, so let's see what I can do. So I found this old watercolor tin I used to have. It's empty. And I have 12 half pans that I can use. So what I'm thinking I'm going to do is I've got 2 yellows, 2 blues, 2 reds. I'm going to take a very basic palette and I'll start with that. I think I can double tape these down inside the pan, and at least then I can I'll order some more half pans and then I can fill it out as I go. My pans are dry now, so I've got them mounted inside my palette and everything looks good. And the tape actually worked. It's holding them in place. I made a swatch card so I can remember what colors I'm putting in there. And they fit nicely. I've got my pouch, and I bought myself some water brushes. So this fits in here really well. So I've got some water containers in there. I've got some water brushes, and I think I'm pretty much set to go.